Welcome back. It's time to go inside TMZ for all the latest from Hollywood. Joining us on the show, as he always does, Dax Holt here for a new week. All right, let's start with our Charlie Sheen update. So he's continuing that Torpedo of Truth tour, which kind of started rough, but you guys found a pretty good crowd in Cleveland that went pretty wild for him last night, huh?
Yeah, you know, after Detroit, a lot of people were wondering, oh, is this tour even going to go anywhere? People hated the show so much. Well, Chicago went better, and then I think last night was kind of like, okay, so here's what's going to happen is if he does well, I think ticket sales will start to go back up. If he does bad, then I think the tour's done with.
Yeah.
Well, in Cleveland, everyone loved him. He was getting a standing ovation. People were chanting his name. He was very well prepared about being on stage. He was ready for hecklers to go after him. He had responses for everything.
Yeah.
And apparently the crowd just loved him. And so now I can see, okay, maybe Detroit was just a bad city to start off in, and you know, everyone just kind of started giving Detroit a bad time at the show last night. And so I think that this is going to have a reboot for this tour. All
right, so Sheen is hot in Cleveland, starting to sound like he's getting some momentum. All right, let's move on to some Richard Hatch news. He's from Rhode Island. He's one of our guys, and he's been in a lot of trouble. Apparently he's in some even more trouble, and now he's begging people for money. What is the deal with that?
Well, this all goes back to not paying the taxes on that $1 million that he won for winning Survivor. And so he says, look, if anyone can just loan me, you know, $300,000, then he can pay out of his tax debt, he can move along with life, and then he plans on suing Survivor and CBS. He says that they were the ones in the wrong, that they should have been paying the Malaysian government, and that they kind of made him look bad and got him into financial ruin. And so he just wants to just sue the butt off them. And yeah, I don't really think anyone's going to hand him over $300,000, but we'll see.
Break open the piggy bank for that. All right, so you guys also caught up with Brad Pitt, who normally never talks to you guys, but he actually spoke to you. Is this really a first?
This was wacky. He comes out of this restaurant out here in LA, and he was just so fun, like goofy, running around, kind of like play dodging with our cameras, and just like having a good time. And that's not normally Brad Pitt style, but he was just in a really good mood, talking about how he, you know, we were in like this alleyway because it was coming out of a restaurant because we knew he was coming out the back, and we're sitting here talking about, oh, sorry, we didn't want to scare you. And he's like, oh, because you guys never jump out of dark places. And he was just like having like a really fun time. It was pretty funny.
That is cool to catch him in a good moment. Thanks for sharing that with us, Dax. And if you want to catch TMZ, you can do so right here on Fox Providence at 7 p.m. or head to our website for any of those stories. It's foxprovidence.com.